Hello, and welcome to this module developed in the framework of the Go to Vet project. Today we'll focus on career guidance, what it is, how it works, its basic methodologies, as well as practical and digital tools and access tips to vocational educational training programs or VET programs for short. Let's jump into it. As social and cultural operators working with third country nationals, you may be asked to support individuals in navigating education and work pathways. That's where career guidance comes in. But let's be clear, career guidance is not about giving answers or deciding for someone. It's a process, a space where people are supported in exploring their interests, values, and strengths in order to make informed decisions about their future. For TCNs, who often face uncertainty, unfamiliar systems, or cultural barriers, this process can be transformative. It's not just about finding a job. It's about building self-awareness, confidence, and a sense of belonging in a new environment. Your role isn't to steer them toward a safe or easier option. It's to create the conditions for personal empowerment, helping them access tools, information, and opportunities to define their own path. Good guidance respects individual identities, supports autonomy, and strengthens integration. So remember, career guidance isn't about telling someone where to go. It's about walking alongside them as they figure it out for themselves. Career guidance is not a one-time conversation. It's a structured, step-by-step process that supports individuals, especially third country nationals, in navigating opportunities, overcoming barriers, and building their own path. Let's walk through the 5 key stages of this process. This is where everything begins. Your role is to create a safe space where the person can share their story. Who they are, where they come from, their legal status, life experiences, and motivations. It's about listening deeply, without judgment, to understand their needs, aspirations, and any barriers they face. Next, you identify the person's skills, whether gained formally through education, informally through daily life, or non-formally through work or volunteering. Many TCNs carry a rich set of experiences that may not fit traditional qualifications. Your job is to recognize and validate these hidden assets. With a clearer picture of their skills and context, you help define realistic, meaningful goals. This could be a specific job role, a training pathway, or learning a new language. The key is co-creating goals that are both ambitious and achievable, building a sense of ownership and direction. Once the goal is defined, you guide the person toward the right services, training courses, job centers, legal support, or mentoring programs. Your network becomes their map, connecting them with concrete opportunities. Finally, stay lightly in touch. Even just a check-in message or follow-up call can make a big difference in helping someone stay motivated and overcome obstacles. Career guidance is about continuity, not control. Now that we've introduced the overall structure of the career guidance process, let's take a closer look at core methodologies you'll use when working with third country nationals, particularly in guiding them toward vocational education and training programs. To begin, it's essential to set clear expectations from the very first session. Let migrants know what they can expect from your work together, and be transparent about what services you provide. This helps build trust and reduces misunderstandings. Start by asking questions that help uncover their motivations and goals. For example, what brought you here today? What are you hoping to achieve from our sessions, or what career paths have you already considered, if any? These kinds of questions help migrants reflect and start building a sense of purpose. And remember, as an operator, your role is to create structure, offer support, and enable self-discovery. You are not simply offering answers, you are equipping migrants to find their own. Once you've opened that dialogue, use a structured approach to help them explore their values, interests, strengths, and weaknesses. Encourage them to think about their skills, their life experiences, and the obstacles they may face. Together, you'll begin to shape a roadmap that matches their goals with realistic opportunities. One effective tool is the traffic light goal setting method. Red means something they want to stop doing. Yellow is something they want to keep doing. Green is something they want to start doing. Let's try it together. Red, something to stop doing. Ask: is there anything you're doing right now that you feel is holding you back? The migrant in front of you might respond: I want to stop doing temporary jobs that have no connection to my long-term goals. Acknowledge this insight and explore what impact those jobs are having on their career progression. Yellow, something to continue doing. Ask: is there anything you're doing now that you feel is helping you? A possible answer: I want to keep studying Italian in the evenings and volunteering at the community center. Reinforce how valuable these activities are for language development, integration, and soft skills. Green, something to start doing. Ask: is there something new you'd like to start that could help you get closer to your goals? They might say, I want to start looking into vocational courses in caregiving or hospitality, and prepare a basic CV. Help them break this into concrete next steps, for example, finding information about local training programs or scheduling a CV writing session. Encourage your client to write down or visually represent by drawing their red, yellow, and green items. You can return to these in later sessions to check progress, adjust direction, and celebrate accomplishments. You can also advise migrants to set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Breaking big ambitions into smaller, actionable steps makes their journey feel possible. And finally, be prepared to adjust. Check in regularly. Give feedback, and ask for it in return. This ongoing exchange will help migrants stay motivated and feel supported, even when challenges arise. Throughout the process, remember, communication is key. Practice active listening. This means being fully present, showing empathy, and paraphrasing to confirm understanding. A simple, "Let me see if I understood you correctly," can go a long way in building connection. In the next section, we'll look at how to tailor your guidance approach to different migrant profiles, and how to adapt when working across cultures and languages. As career guidance professionals supporting third country nationals, understanding the methodologies of upskilling and reskilling is essential to connecting individuals with sustainable employment through VET programs, short training courses, and language classes. Upskilling builds on existing skills to make someone more effective in a similar role, while reskilling equips them for an entirely new profession. Both are critical for adapting to rapid workforce changes and digitalization. Begin the process by analyzing the migrant's background and identifying their current skill set. From there, help define clear learning goals based on real job opportunities in your region or sector. Next, design a personalized development plan, combining technical abilities with soft skills like communication, adaptability, leadership, and creative thinking, all increasingly valued by employers. Once the plan is clear, match the migrant with relevant training. This can include formal VET programs offering hands-on, industry-focused learning via internships, apprenticeships, as well as training courses for qualifications. Short-term courses targeted at specific job skills. Language classes, which are often essential for integration and success. Support them in choosing the right path by considering their goals, language proficiency, and accessibility to programs. Throughout their journey, provide ongoing support, monitor progress, give feedback, and adjust plans as needed. Your encouragement helps them stay focused during what can be an overwhelming transition. Now, let's look at how to structure your guidance sessions effectively. Each session should last about 90 minutes, ideally divided into 3 20-minute blocks and a 10-minute wrap-up. Start by helping the migrant explore their career identity, their values, strengths, and motivations. Ask reflective questions such as: what are you naturally good at? What motivates you? What kind of work environment suits you? Secondly, use self-assessment tools, which will be introduced in the following section, to help them recognize both strengths and areas for improvement. Approach this with empathy. The goal is to build confidence, not to discourage. During the third block of your session, help migrants align their personal values with realistic job options. Ask them to think about what kind of organizations reflect their beliefs. This alignment builds long-term motivation and satisfaction. You might also ask them to share a personal quote or phrase that inspires them. This small action can provide emotional strength during challenging moments. Finally, to close each session, first, ask for feedback and discuss how they felt about the meeting. Then, schedule the next session and assign exercises or reflection tasks. Finally, take quick notes while the discussion is still fresh. Above all, always keep the migrant's perspective in mind. Build trust, offer structure, and guide them toward meaningful, achievable career goals. On this section, we'll explore some essential digital tools you can use when guiding third country nationals toward VET programs as a first step necessary to scan skills and abilities, as well as the best way to communicate them through a CV. One of the most useful platforms is the EU Skills Profile tool for third country nationals. It helps create a clear overview of the migrant's skills, qualifications, and work experience, even if they don't have formal documentation. It's available in multiple languages, which makes it easier to work across language barriers. Then there's Europass, a trusted and user-friendly tool developed by the European Union to help individuals create standardized CVs, cover letters, and manage their lifelong learning records. Through the Europass portal, migrants can build a personal profile, detailing their education, work experience, language skills, and competencies. This profile can be easily updated over time as they acquire new qualifications or training, ensuring that their documents stay relevant and professional. For migrants with low digital skills, keep things simple. Sit beside them when possible, guide them step by step, and avoid overwhelming them with too many features at once. Use a part of your first session to step up an Europass profile together, guide the migrant during the first login experience, and show them how to save their first document. If you need to learn how to do it yourself first, please watch the following tutorial and learn how to set it up step by step. Already know the drill? Feel free to skip ahead to 1440.
Signing up with Europass helps you manage every step of your career by highlighting your skills, preparing your applications, and looking after your documents. Creating a profile is easy. Log into Europass using the email and password you signed up with. Click on Create My Profile. Fill in your information, include your contact details and address. Click the Next button. Complete this section with all your work experience. If you want to add multiple work experiences, click Add New Work Experience at the bottom of the page. Move on to fill in your education and training by clicking the Next button. Fill in any education and training you have had. Be thorough with details, as this will help when searching for potential courses or job searches. Click Next. Finally, add in personal skills you may have acquired. Drag any skills that are relevant to you and new suggestions will appear. Click Create, and your profile is created. Take the next step with Europass.
Your goal is to help them create and save a personal competence file, a living document that gathers their skills, certificates, and goals in one place. This becomes a valuable resource they can use when applying for training or employment. To better understand the VET system in your region, please consult the previous unit Migration Trends and VET Legal Frameworks for Third Country Nationals. With that being said, in the next lecture, we'll explore the CV writing, interview preparation, and job application strategies. Thank you for your attention and for being part of this change.